Welcome back to Troyer Travel, and we are excited about the new year coming up. So with that in mind, what we're going to do is we're going to look at 25 of the most interesting traditions for dropping things around the United States that we were able to find. And if you have other traditions that maybe your hometown does, or you know of an interesting one, please put it in the comments down below. And with no further ado, number 25 on our list is going to be Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia is known for their peaches, and they take an 800-pound peach replica and drop it. Usually it's held in underground Atlanta, but this time it's going to be held in Woodruff Park, and over 100,000 people generally attend this event. Number 24, Miami, Florida. They have Big Orange. Big Orange is a 35-foot neon-colored orange, which is hoisted up to the top of the Intercontinental Hotel at the stroke of midnight. Florida, of course, being known for its citrus fruit. Number 23 is Temecula, or Temecula, California, and if you live there, then please feel free to put in the comments exactly how it's pronounced. But apparently they have a 5-foot wide by 8-foot long, brightly colored bunch of grapes that are dropped. This town also has 2 drops. They have one at 9 p.m. and one at midnight. Number 22 is Vincent's, Indiana. And in Vincent's, they take a giant blimp that looks like a watermelon. They fill it with the number of watermelons for that coming year, such as 2018 will be 18 watermelons. And at the stroke of midnight, they drop those watermelons into a specific drop zone so that no onlookers are hurt during that drop. The watermelon was chosen for that because in the county where that city is located, there are more than 7,000 acres of watermelon farms. Number 21, we have the acorn drop in Raleigh, North Carolina. 1,250-pound copper and steel replica of an acorn is dropped in Raleigh. Number 20, Flagstaff, Arizona. Great Pine Cone drop is a 6-foot tall, 70-pound pine cone. They lower this twice, once at 10 p.m. to coincide with the New York ball drop, then again at midnight to ring in their own new year. And one interesting fact is that Arizona is only one of 2 states that does not observe daylight savings time, Hawaii being the other one, and actually within Arizona, the Navajo do observe daylight savings time on the reservation. Number 19, Hershey, Pennsylvania, sweetest place on earth. They drop a 12-foot, 300-pound replica of a Hershey Kiss. Number 18, High Spire, Pennsylvania. They take a crate of candy and drop it for everyone. Number 17, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Since we're staying in Pennsylvania for a little while here, Peep Drop features a 400-pound glowing peep. The company that makes Peeps, just born, is based in Pennsylvania and has a 2-day Peep Fest each year. They drop a Peep chick at 5:15 p.m. instead of waiting until the traditional midnight so that children can participate in the activities. Number 16 is Mobile, Alabama, the original home of Mardi Gras. And in order to commemorate that, they drop a 600-pound electronic moon pie each year. Traditionally, moon pies are thrown during Mardi Gras, and so in honor of that tradition, they feature this for their drop. In the evening festivities, they start off by cutting the world's largest edible moon pie, which is about 150 pounds, and about 50,000 people show up for this event each year. Number 15, Chattanooga, Tennessee. They brought in the year 2015 with a Coca-Cola drop. They had a giant 12-foot tall Coca-Cola bottle, and it was brought down. Sadly, they did not continue this tradition. It's probably not that great anyway, because who really wants to drop a Coca-Cola bottle? Number 14, Lebanon, Pennsylvania. As far as I know, this is the only edible item dropped aside from the candy, and that would be a 12-foot Lebanon sweet bologna made by Godshall's Weaver's Kutztown plant. It weighs 250 pounds. After the festivities, this Lebanon bologna is donated to the Salvation Army, so good job, Lebanon. Number 13 is Boise, Idaho. Boise, Idaho started their tradition of dropping potato in 2013. This massive potato is brought in on a large truck, and this year they're actually going to upgrade their potato to have giant glowing lights, and it's going to be a glow-tato. Number 12, Plymouth, Wisconsin. Plymouth, Wisconsin celebrates by dropping an 80-pound replica of a block of cheese. Most of the time they drop this block of cheese around 10 p.m. because of the fact that, number one, families with small children will be able to participate in the activities, and number two, because 17-degree weather is not very conducive to being outside. So only the die-hard cheese fans would be able to stay there for that. Number 11 is Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. Dillsburg, Pennsylvania has a 6-foot tall pickle, and it's lowered and from a ladder truck down into a barrel at midnight. Number 10 is Mount Olive, North Carolina. They also drop a pickle, but this time it's a 3-foot glowing pickle dropped from a flagpole. Number 9 is Tallapoosa, Georgia. Tallapoosa drops a taxidermied possum named Spencer. Spencer is kept at ground level until around 11:30 at night, and that way, if you go to Tallapoosa, Georgia, you can have your picture taken with him. 11:30, they bring him up to the top and drop him slowly at midnight. Around 7,000 people per year attend this event. Number 8 is Brasstown, North Carolina. Brasstown says they're the possum capital of the world. Brasstown takes an actual live possum, puts him in a plexiglass cage, and lowers him. The possum is then released. This is the only live animal dropping that I know of in the United States, and if you know of any others, feel free to put that down in the comments below. Number 7, Princess Anne, Maryland drops Marshall P. Muskrat, complete with top hat, tie, and cape. He dives into the new year each and every year, and also during this time, a new queen muskrat is chosen. The previous winner must hand over her fur crown to the next ambassador for muskrat kind. Muskrat was chosen for the trade this town once had involving muskrats in years gone by. Number 6, Port Clinton, Ohio. 20-foot long, 600-pound replica of a walleye fish is dropped at midnight. Earlier in the day, they drop a minnow for the younger audience to enjoy. Number 5, Eastover, North Carolina. In Eastover, they celebrate by dropping a 3-foot, 30-pound flea. They do this because the nickname of the town was Flea Hill back in the 1800s, and looking at that picture, that's one brave man right there. Number 4 is Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis celebrates, of course, by dropping a giant 10-foot electric guitar near the Hard Rock Cafe. Shamokin, Pennsylvania is known for dropping a 100-pound lump of styrofoam painted to look like coal. They do this because they are right in the middle of the coal region, and they've been doing this for around 30 years now. Number 2, Frederick, Maryland. Frederick drops a giant 5-foot tall key with lights on it. And why a key, you may ask? Because Francis Scott Key, the person who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, is from Frederick, Maryland. Number 1, Panama City, Florida. In Panama City, Florida, they have 2 beach ball drops. The first one is at 8 p.m. and it's 10,000 inflated beach balls for all of the tourists and locals alike to enjoy. Then at midnight, they drop a giant 10-foot lit up beach ball from a tower. This celebration tower is actually 10 feet taller than the one in Times Square in New York City. That brings us to our bonus. What list of New Year's Eve drops would be complete without talking about Times Square? Times Square is a time-honored tradition started in 1904 when revelers started gathering together, but the first ball drop there wasn't actually until 1907. The ball has been dropped in Times Square since 1907 every year except for 1942 and 43 because of the dim outs during the war. That first New York Times Square ball drop had a ball that was 5 feet in diameter, weighed 700 pounds, and it consisted of 100 25-watt light bulbs. Fast forward to modern times, in 2000 they upgraded the ball to a geodesic sphere, and in 2007 for the 100th anniversary of the ball drop, they upgraded that once again to LED lighting so it's more cost efficient, and also the geodesic sphere of today, which is dropped, is 12 feet in diameter and 6 tons. Thanks again for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the time together. No matter what you do this New Year's Eve, please have fun. So whether it's enjoying your 2001 Lord of the Rings cup with sparkling grape juice or your Mountain Dew holiday brew, have fun with family, friends, and be safe. Don't forget to check us out on social media, and please check out the links down below. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Help this channel to grow. On behalf of Troyer Travel, Happy New Year.